Hey guys, it's Melanie. Welcome back. I hope you had a fantastic week. Happy Friday. Since it's Friday, that means that it is once again time for Ye Olde Weekly Beauty Chit Chat, the video that goes up most Fridays here on my channel where I share all the fun, frivolous, completely unnecessary beauty products that I was personally loving or obsessing about over the course of the past week. As always, I have a fun little roundup of things to share with you guys this week. I will list and link everything in the description box right below this video. If you want to know where to purchase these things, read up other people's reviews, look at ingredient decks, check out that description box. It's usually a plethora of information. So yeah, it's there if you are so inclined. Anyway, I hope you guys had a great week. I had a pretty good week myself, although I will say it was a little bit lonely. Stella was off at outdoor school. I know for sure that Washington offers outdoor school for 6th graders, but I'm not sure if there's other states here in the country that do this. So let me know where you live. And if your public school system offers outdoor school for middle school kids. This is something that I actually remember doing in 6th grade. Now, it was absolutely horrific for me because middle school was rough for me. It was real rough. It's not quite as rough for Stella, at least when it comes to, you know, like having a lot of friends and being super social and things like that. I was incredibly awkward as a middle schooler and also like painfully shy to boot. So I was just a big old dork. So I didn't enjoy outdoor school the way that I think, honestly, Stella is enjoying it right now. I cannot wait to hear all of her stories when she comes back. But anyway, this particular program, they basically go camping. Usually it's for a week, but they left on Tuesday morning and are returning Friday afternoon, so later on today. So she wasn't even gone like a whole week, but I'm just so used to having her around all the time that it just feels weird to have her gone. So I was kind of lonely this week. But anyway, she is triumphantly returning later on today. And again, I cannot wait to hear her stories. But yeah, let me know down below if you did outdoor school or if they offer this in your state. Yeah. Also, how were your middle school years? Were they rough like mine, or was it a great time for you? It's a great time for Stella. She's having a blast. Bless her heart. I'm glad. I'm really glad. I might also be just a teensy bit jealous. You could not pay me to go back to middle school. Anyway, you guys, let's get into it. We're gonna get started with the perfume picks from this past week. Listen, I have two really amazing, beautiful, kind of gourmandy type scents that I'm gonna be talking about here. The first is Brown Girl Jane Casablanca. I put up my in-depth review of this one earlier this week. And if you didn't watch it, I'll link it down below. Oh my gosh. Guys. It's so good. It's this really interesting mix of like a kind of like a powdery gourmand with a touch of like incense and woodiness. Just the most beautiful vanilla orchid. She has won like, she's in my top 5. I did only purchase the travel size, obviously, to start out with, but I am going to be purchasing the full size of this one as soon as I finish the travel size. Now, it is a slightly spendier brand, I will say. I think the 1.7 ounce size retails for, I think it's like $105. So, I mean, it's not like a terrible price point, but it's definitely, you know, like it's a little spendy. I paid $30, but not even $30 for this because I got 20% off of it during the last Sephora sale. But you know what? That was like money well spent because I have fallen absolutely head over heels in love with this. And if you tend to like a lot of the fragrances that I do, this one's worth checking out, you guys. It is an online exclusive with Sephora. I originally actually heard about this brand over on Instagram when they popped up as an ad for me. I think it was last year or maybe even the year before. I can't remember. But I remember specifically reading about Casablanca and thinking, man, those fragrance notes are right up my alley. I should try that. And so I wrote it down on, you know, my little perfume list that I have of perfumes that I want to try. And as soon as I saw that Sephora snatched these guys up, I thought, okay, now's the time, because if I don't like it, it'll be kind of easier to return it versus, you know, like ordering from their website or something. But yeah, this is going nowhere and I want more of it. It's so good. Also, by the way, pardon my allergy eyes. They are so red and irritated today. Once again, I did not take my Claritin Allegra mix that I do. So my allergies are kind of so bad at this point that my physician was like, maybe you should alternate between, you know, a few different antihistamines. And I was like, okay, can I do Allegra and Claritin? She was like, you can try that. You might want to like pop in like a Zyrtec or something else in there. Did she say Zyrtec? I don't know. She said something with a Z, but anyway, yeah, my eyes are like, oh, they're so red. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. The second perfume. Listen, I have fallen in love with this. This is the Praise the Perfume, which is a dupe of, or inspired by, if you will, by Melanie Martinez, Crybaby perfume. Praise the Perfume is by Okcha. Did I say the brand? No, this is Okcha. This particular brand came highly recommended as a dupe brand by many of you guys. So I finally placed an order and ordered 4 perfumes from them. Praise the Perfume was the only like dupe or inspired fragrance that I picked up. The rest, I believe, are just Okcha originals from their candy collection. Listen, the candy collection ones are great as well. I've kind of started wearing those a little bit this week as well, but this Praise the Perfume. Again, this is a like kind of gourmand type of fragrance. This is so beautiful. It's powdery, it's sweet. It has some really beautiful vanilla notes. It's got a little bit of caramel in it. And you know what else? It's got that kind of like cotton candy type vibe to it. It honestly, the first time that I stuck my nose in it, I really kind of thought like, oh, it smells a lot like Pink Sugar by Aquilina. So, you know, I think that's definitely something that you have to like, or that type of, that like sugary sweet fragrance in order to really get into this one. But if that's your vibe, I cannot tell you this is. And I'm really actually quite impressed with the lasting power of these Okcha fragrances. They seem to stick around. So, I don't know. I don't know much about Melanie Martinez other than what Stella has told me, but she seems like a very talented young lady. She has quite the following for her music career. But I honestly was shocked at the price point of her perfume, because I don't think Melanie Martinez is, I mean, she's obviously no, you know, Taylor Swift or Celine Dion. I don't know if that's an accurate comparison there, but you know, like had it not been for Stella, I would have had no idea who Melanie Martinez was. But anyway, her perfume, the Crybaby one, retails for like $375. Which is outrageous. And Betsy actually kind of brought up a good point in my Okcha First Sniffs Impressions video, where she left the comment stating, like, isn't Melanie Martinez's following, you know, just a lot of like younger girls? So it's a lot of preteens, it's a lot of teen girls that follow Melanie Martinez. And where are these teenagers getting $375 for a perfume? I would not spend $375 on a perfume, but I tell you what, I would spend 50 bucks any day on this Praise the Perfume, because this is delightful. And again, the lasting power is fabulous so far. All right, let's do some hair care. All right, you guys, this is just a little sample. This is, I think, either my second or third sample of this. Whenever I place an order online at Sephora to pick up in store, they always pop this Amika Dream Routine Overnight Hydration Treatment into my bag as like a freebie, which I appreciate. So I've received 3 of these now. This is my 3rd one, and every time I get done with one of these, I think I have to buy the full size of this. This is a really great product from Amika. So basically this is something that I have been putting in my hair just from like, I would say like right about like my ears, you know, like this area over here all the way down. And not really necessarily like coating my hair, but just, you know, evenly distributing through the ends here. And then I put on my little silk bonnet, which is one of like the best things I think that I've done for my hair lately is wearing a silk bonnet to bed. If you're not doing that, you really should. I realize that it's not like, you know, maybe the most sexy look, but it does protect your hair beautifully. Anyway, so I've been putting this in and just sleeping in it. And then in the morning, I have been, you know, doing my usual shower routine where I wash and condition my hair. And my hair really has been so much softer and silkier. And I don't know, I'm a fan of that. Usually my hair is pretty soft to begin with. I tend to really use a number of like hydrating products, but this one here, I think is just an easy way to add like an extra surge of moisture for your hair, especially if your hair is maybe naturally gray. Gray hair, I have found, does get dry a lot quicker or is more prone to dryness. Even back when I was bleaching my hair on a pretty regular basis, I don't think my hair was quite as like prone to dryness as it is now. But yeah, I really actually like this product a lot. And like I said, I only take like a little bit and just kind of work it through the ends just a little bit and then put the bonnet on and I sleep in it. And I wake up and my hair feels soft, it's shiny. I probably, if I wasn't an everyday shampooer, I could totally go a second day with that being in my hair, and I don't think my hair would look way down, but I'm big on washing my hair on a daily basis. I know. Listen, I have an oilier scalp and I just don't like the feeling of an oily scalp, and I don't like the feeling of oily hair. I don't like the smell of oily hair. I just don't. So for me, I wash and condition every day. Speaking of washing and conditioning every day, I put these two back into my shower. For a long time, I was just using the Pureology and then the aloe products from, what is it, Natural Aloe? It's that green shampoo and conditioner that you can get at Costco, that one. So I've been using that for a little while, but I've been missing my Virtue Recovery line. So I finally put these two back in the bathroom, and I gotta tell you guys, I love this. It's so expensive. I feel like it's definitely overpriced, but it is a very concentrated formula, and it cleans my scalp so gently, but just perfectly, and it makes my hair so soft, and I love the smell of it. I just love it. And I feel like I should try to find something less expensive, but I don't want to because I love it. If I really have fallen in love with something, I don't mind splurging on it. And this Virtue like recovery line, I think is one of those products that for me is just like, I would rather cut something else out of my routine to make money for that because it just works so well in terms of washing and conditioning my hair. So yeah, anyway, glad to have it back in my shower. And yeah, anytime that I can get that stuff on sale, I bite for sure. So, okay, let's do a couple of, well, let's do some makeup first and then we'll do a couple of, all right, sorry about that little interruption there. I had a phone call I had to take. Okay, let's do makeup next. I have been using these Charlotte Tilbury Eyes to Mesmerize again. I feel like these have quickly become some of my favorite shadows in my collection. And I used to never really be into cream shadows. You guys have been really great about giving me some suggestions for a few other brands. And I do think that at some point I will try some other brands, but I'm just so hooked on these Eyes to Mesmerize right now. And I'm not necessarily even like the biggest Charlotte Tilbury fan. Like, I think she's a fantastic makeup artist, obviously. And I have tried a lot of her products and I do think that she makes amazing things, but you know, I'm not one of those like diehard Charlotte Tilbury fans or anything, but these Eyes to Mesmerize, I am telling you, if you want to try a cream shadow and you typically deal with oily lids, these have been fantastic for my oilier lids. That being said, I always use a primer. Even on days where I'm not wearing eyeshadow, I'm wearing an eye primer to prevent that oil from breaking through. but these, oh, and I love the combination of the two together. So actually today, I'm wearing both of these. The one here at the top is the Oyster Pearl, and this one down here is the Chocolate Bronze. I have been mixing the Chocolate Bronze and the Oyster Pearl together just in the lids here, and just kind of packing that onto my lid, and then taking a slightly stiffer crease brush and then blending what is on my lid like up towards the crease a little bit. I should do like a quick eyeshadow tutorial using these because they're so easy, and they really are one of those like one and done type of shadows. Obviously, unless I'm mixing the two together, but they just stay put all day. They're so beautiful. They have the most lovely shimmer to them without looking like glittery disco ball like, or drawing too much attention to maybe the texture that's on your eyes, on your lids. If your lids are a little bit more crepey, I think these are totally worth trying, you guys. They're so fantastic. And I love both of these colors. I did take back the Pillow Talk because honestly, it made me look like I had pink eye. That was not the shade for me, but these two here, fabulous. Okay, blush. It's been one of these two this week, either this super inexpensive drugstore blush by Milani. Most of you guys know who this is. This is Luminoso. She is a staple, I feel like, in most people's blush collections. If you have yet to try this super affordable blush from the drugstore, if there's any blush that you pick up for the summer, let it be Luminoso. It's the most beautiful peachy shade, and I think it looks good on almost everyone. And the great thing about this particular peachy shade is it doesn't really oxidize and then start looking too orange on the skin. It just wears so well. And this is coming from someone, again, with an oilier skin type. This is fantastic. I never did pick up any of the other colors, but the quality, if there are other colors that really appeal to me, I would definitely grab them. It's pretty limited color selection, but Luminoso I think is the best shade out of what they have available. And then what I'm wearing right now is a mix of Jouer, Seduce Me, and Tease Me from the Coquette Blush Duo here. Love both of these. Since we're coming into the summer months here of May, June, July, August, I'm really starting to feel a brighter pop of color on the cheeks, and I do love me either a peachy shade like this or a beautiful bright pink like these two paired together. These are both really great options. If you happen to have them in your collection, would highly recommend pulling those out and start sporting them. 'Tis the season. Summer is here. Cannot believe it's May, you guys. It's freaking me out. Anyway, two quick hydrating products that I want to share that I've really been loving both together and just on their own. They're fantastic as well. So I was kind of on a mission to try to use this up. This is the Glow Recipe Plum Hyaluronic Cream. This is said to provide dewy moisture and plumpness, I guess. Listen, this is a really great moisturizer for the summer months for us oily skinned girls. I kind of feel like I should slow my roll on this and leave it for maybe July, August. This is such a nice lightweight moisturizer. So I have about a quarter of it left in here. So you can see why I was trying to like put some effort into this to finish it up. But what I think I might actually end up doing is probably, because these are, so you can actually, pop out the moisturizer and just purchase a refill. I see myself probably purchasing the refill to pop in here because, man, you guys, this is a great moisturizer. I think this is fantastic. It doesn't, it doesn't leave your skin feeling greasy or oily. In fact, it's one of those moisturizers that absorbs very quickly into the skin. But then, you know how some of those, you're like, oh yeah, but did I put moisturizer on? Like, it doesn't necessarily feel like it. It might sink in quickly, but it doesn't really feel like it's necessarily doing anything. This feels like it's actually like deeply hydrating and nourishing the skin. I feel like this plumps, I really do think it plumps my skin up, which makes my pores look smaller, which makes, you know, fine lines look a little bit lessened. Does it make it look like my fine lines go away? No. And that's fine. I mean, I'm 45. I'm gonna have some. It's just a thing. But listen, this as a moisturizer is fantastic. I would definitely recommend checking this out. If you're looking for a moisturizer for your oily skin type for the summer, I would send you this way for sure. I don't think this is enough for dry skin people though. So if you are severely dry, I would not go for this. I would go for something like a barrier repair cream. I think that's a better fit for those of you that are dealing with the dry skin. Okay. But I think this is a fantastic product for everybody. This is the Farmacy Honey Milk Hydrating Essence. This has chamomile as well as ceramides in it. I've been using this now for long enough to be like just at the halfway point. I love it. I love this stuff. This has been the first step in my skincare routine, both morning and evening, before even putting anything else on. I just take a few shakes of this and I put it from my forehead down to, you know, like my chest area here. It's that immediate kind of like surge of hydration, helps to, again, plump the skin up a little bit, but it also then preps the skin for everything else that you're putting over top. It's just been such a great product, you guys. And I do think it helps to reduce redness. I've been dealing with a little bit of redness around my nose, just from like, you know, allergies, blowing my nose and stuff. This really makes my skin look really soothed. I actually have quite a bit of dryness around my nose just from blowing my nose as well. And yeah, but it looks good. Like my nose looks, it's not flaky. I don't know. I really like this. It is available at Sephora now as well. So if you'd rather purchase it from Sephora rather than the Farmacy website, go ahead. I do have a discount code with Farmacy. I'll put the information for that down below if you're interested. But if you've been wanting to try this and you've been wondering about it, it gets 2 thumbs up from me. This will be a repurchase for sure. I like that a lot. So anyway, guys, that's what I have for you. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know what you're up to this weekend, and I will see you in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.